Hi folks, and welcome to Ultimate General Civil War. You know me, I love anything American Civil War, and this is one of the better games out there, although it's getting a little bit long in the tooth now. So in this game you can take control of one of the armies on either side and you manage it throughout a series of battles throughout the war. Results matter, and if you like the total war games, then you're going to love the battles that you see in here. And one of my favourite things is that I can rename the brigade commanders after you folks watching. So if you want a chance to appear in my game, in my army, and then I can blame you if it all goes wrong, then make sure you watch to the end. But right now, let's jump in. We've played through the tutorial battle, and we're starting the campaign off properly. So here we are, June of 1861. We're leading up to the first major battle of the war, which was, of course, First Manassas or First Bull Run. One of the curious things about the Civil War is that I think the South named the battles after the town that was nearest to the location, and the North named the same battles after a geographical feature. So Bull Run is the stream, Manassas is the rail junction here. Before that, though, we have this preemptive one, a distress call, which is basically slightly non-historical side. It's like a warm-up fight, but it does count towards what's going on in the main event. Your newly formed army was heading to Washington but received a distress call and must respond. The Union supply station near the Manassas Railroad Junction urgently needs your protection. The region is very supportive of the Confederacy and our forces are evacuating the depot, but more time is needed to secure supplies, arms and ammunition. This could have been an historical one, just the location on the map wasn't. It should have been further north. So anyway, so what happens here will have a knock-on effect in what happens in First Manassas. So we're going to drag we've only got one army corps at the moment. We are going to expand that, and we are going to include you guys in this if you wish to be part of the army, of course. So let's jump in. Our supply depot is in danger of being overrun by rebels. The vanguard of your army moved quickly to reinforce it. So we've got to defend these two locations. Confederates are coming from the north. Well, I am assuming that's the north. The top of the screen we will call the north. And the east. We've got a few skirmishers to send in order to delay them. So we're going to command our forces, but there's also some forces already here that they'll be under our command, but they're not part of our army, if that makes sense. Yeah, we've got a small garrison of the supply depot to hold on. And our reinforcements, i.e. the other half of our division, will be coming. So what we have here, this is our lot. We've got supply wagons, which will replenish supply of artillery and infantry, and cavalry, of course. We have your illustrious general here. We have an artillery battery, and we have a big brigade. This is a full-strength brigade, and these guys are armed with the Lorenz .54 Austrian rifle, which is actually quite a decent rifle for use in this early stage of the war. Imported, obviously. There's going to be a shortage of weapons to start off with. We can't control these guys because, well, we can, but we can't get the information on them because they're not part of our division. Right, fine. So it looked to me like stuff was coming from the north first, so let's put the forces up there ready to deploy, and we'll see what comes from up there. So Willick's Brigade, and it's currently called Willick's Brigade. Of course, we're going to rename that if anyone would like to take command of Willick's Brigade and be a permanent feature in the game. Actually, let me bring the artillery up here, and let's put some skirmishers in the woods and see what's going on. In fact, Willick's Brigade can deploy skirmishers of their own, and they can go up ahead to see what's happening. I'm going to go with my team up there, and I'll bring the supply wagons up where it's safe. So we have a regiment down here. Oh, they're armed with just smoothbore muskets, so we can see the information on these guys. Effective enough in close combat. Oh god. So we have the first sighting of a Confederate infantry brigade. It's coming down. It's a smaller force than ours. We're calling them brigades. At this stage, they are smaller than a full brigade, but there's potentially... It could be, I suppose. It could be two regiments in there. Skirmishers have engaged. Get up there. We want to... Well, that's far enough. That's far enough. We want to be in the woods for cover. And the artillery, Gordon's artillery battery. Again, we're going to rename all the batteries after you guys as well, if you would like it. Now, they're only armed with 6-pounders, which are quite light field pieces by this part of history. But they are still useful, so we'll have some effect there. I've got skirmishers watching the bridge. Okay, they are in good cover in the woods there. I'm going to try and move them a bit further forwards if we can. We cannot. I better be a bit careful. Right, I'm going to... Oh, what have we got? We've got sighted... There's something sighted up here. Confederate cavalry coming through the woods. I have some Union cavalry. Let's bring the Union cavalry up here. You, get within your command range over here. So skirmishers have engaged the enemy. That's a nice kill-to-death ratio there. What is that? Nearly 8 to 1. It's going to be not so good here. Fall back. Right, let's put you in position over there. The artillery is opening fire. And let's just make sure that our supplies are staying well protected. So we need some vision. Okay, we've got all sorts of stuff going on here. Skirmishers, can you see what's going on down here? Can you shoot Imberden's artillery battery? There's 2 batteries of enemy artillery approaching. Our skirmishers armed with carbines, so short range. They're more like dismounted cavalry then. So they can engage. They can slow things up. I need to make sure Gordon's battery doesn't get attacked by the infantry here. We've got skirmishers. I could do with skirmishers being in the woods. Hang on. We can draw an arrow like that. It's one of the cool things about this game. I love how you can actually order movement. Okay, there's a lot of artillery in the woods, I think. Cavalry doesn't need to get too heavily engaged here. We just need to watch things. Skirmishers are doing their job nicely. Okay, we're taking some losses. Try and shoot Davidson's battery at the back there. We are taking some losses. There's Evans' infantry brigade there, who's returning fire. But no, we've been driven off. We did some damage to the artillery, which is good, though. Alright, so our skirmishers have been driven out. I feel like I might be dangerously too high up in the north here. Let's pull the artillery back a bit. Or, better, do I advance... Hang on, let's see if we can send some skirmishers in. We haven't fired yet. If I can get into the woods, double quick. If you're playing this game, by the way, double quick is great. It reduces the condition faster because it tires men out. But you need to toggle it on and off. It stays on. Okay, they're making a rapid advance here. Let me get the skirmishers involved with this. I wonder if Richards can actually withhold there. That's looking unlikely. Right, my skirmishers were pushed back, but can I get them back in? Yeah, I can get them back in. Let's go and see if we can cause some trouble for the enemy artillery trying to advance up there. The rebels are too many, but your soldiers arrive just in time. Advance and secure the supply depots. Good. We have reinforcements coming. Okay, we're engaged on this side now. So I've opted, when I've reinforced the units before the battle, to go for big brigades and fewer of them, which might prove to be a disaster, instead of smaller brigades and more of them, which would give me a lot more flexibility. I don't know which is going to be best. We've lost this supply depot, that's not good. We have reinforcements coming up. Hang on, come down the damn road, man. Let me just redraw that a bit better. You will move faster along that road, as will the artillery. Where's my cavalry being driven off to? Okay, we've routed one enemy unit here, which is fantastic news. Can you actually get in and go and start peppering that artillery battery? I should have some cavalry somewhere. Has it fled? Has it been destroyed? Oh, it's here. We've got it. We see it. Right, dismount. Dismount. We're going to try and just annoy these from the flanks. Actually, just come down here. And you guys come up here. We're going to try and... Oh, melee cavalry has attacked my dismounted cavalry. It's not good, but we should have some supporting fire from this. It doesn't seem to be really seem to be having a huge effect. Okay, we should win that. We're going to win the duel, the firearms duel. We should easily win that. Willick's brigade has run into some problems there. Okay, so we are attacking Latimer's battery over there. Over on this side, our skirmishers just need to keep these guys slowed up. Right, reinforcements are about to arrive. Do you know what? I'm going to double quick you in. This looks bad up here, doesn't it? Let's move this out the way. I need someone to attack this flank. Let's move up like that. We can't double quick artillery, sadly. It is slow moving, even along the road. We should get the better of that one. Our rifle's not giving us really any range advantage that close in. We've got skirmishers doing a great job, but this is just a blast in the face. I could try and charge into combat in the hope of pushing them out. We are winning, but we're taking a lot of casualties in the efforts, and that cavalry is probably going to spell doom for those skirmishers up there. Luckily, these skirmishers are holding the enemy up quite nicely. What we're going to do is we're going to redeploy. Hang on. Let's bring people in. Maybe not with a double quick. That's asking for trouble. I think we were caught in woods. I think there's clusters woods down here, and that's why our artillery was not being terribly effective. Shoot at those. Shoot at those. We're not really winning up here, are we? Oh God, why is my why are my skirmishers charging in? Charge! We need to chase these guys off. We're not getting any advantage from this. That might be a big mistake. Let's send you running down here and get behind some proper... No, let's not. Let's not, having just seen what's going on. Oh God, the artillery got driven off. Move to the front of those woods. I think I made the mistake there charging Ransom's brigade. I don't think that's going to come out in our favour. Go and support your troops, Mark. Keep them in there. Oh, we're taking some heavy casualties from that. I order them to hold. Hold your ground. Hold while reinforcements come up. Let's put some skirmishers out here. Okay, we've got all sorts of trouble kicking off. We need these guys to come in. What few of them there are still left. They're not part of our army, so if we do take some losses there, I think I can probably afford that. You need to go up there and help that artillery battery out. And we're on the retreat over here, so let's bring this down. And I feel like we'd better go over there. Right, there's no point you sitting there. Let's come out of that. And go and support your friends. We've got cavalry here. It looks like a major fight's running in. Oh God. I think we're going to lose the artillery battery. Well, we'll just have to buy some more. Mistakes were made. Hang on. Aim that way. Aim that way. You're being pushed back. Right. Good. We've got to an area of some support. These took a long time to come out of there, didn't they? Skirmishers on the... What have we got over here? Let's go to the north. At least we're holding the artillery up here, which is good. There's a lot of rebel infantry just here, though. Yeah, my brilliant charge in was a bit of a disaster there. It's very risky charging. I thought I had the advantage in numbers. I thought we were going to be fine. It was a mistake. So these should be better artillery, because I started off with some 12-pounders. These are basically, although they're still smoothbore guns, they're still very effective, and were the mainstay of, I think, both armies, both sides' artillery forces during the Civil War. Right, we're not in great cover in the trenches here, but we can focus firepower on B's brigade over there. The skirmishers over here have probably just given up the ghost altogether. Come on, we should be able to hit a flanking, should be able to get nice flanking fire in there. That's excellent. That's excellent. Right, Willick's brigade, you need to be in cover. Let's come back down here. We've lost the battery altogether. Luckily, they were only the 6-pounders, and they are quite affordable to replace, so it's not the end of the world. Thankfully, let's go and shoot these guys in the back. In fact, let's go at the double, because I feel like this is going to be this is where things are going to be key. They're retreating now. Excellent. So, time to get involved over here. Oh God. There's cavalry up there in them there woods. So we need to get this supply depot back. You guys move over to that flank. In fact, go and nail that right now. Before, quickly turn around, give him a volley. Can you give him a volley? The skirmishers can, which is brilliant. So our supplies move further south, hopefully where they're going to be safe. Right, now turn to face these. And at this point, skirmishers keeping those occupied. That's excellent. Let's do these, and we can draw a little line like that. It's awesome how this game is really good how you can make formations and draw units into positions and lines and stuff. Taking a lot of casualties up here. Cavalry's coming down. Let me see if I can just get some more kills on the artillery up there. Using skirmishers to tie up artillery batteries and stuff is very effective. Nice! We've got Bartow's brigade. You'll notice these guys, I think they all fight at 1st Manassas as well. Certainly B and Bartow's brigade do. Those are names that I definitely recommend. I feel like I've lost someone, so you come back out of there. We are racking up some kills with the 12-pounders. Bear in mind that none of these are experienced troops at all. Right, we need flanking fire into there. Shearer's men are taking some damage. They are just armed with smoothbore muskets still. Willick's guys are coming up. The skirmishers are involved, which is excellent. And Evans' brigade. Evans played a big part in 1st Manassas, holding the bridge, the stone bridge at the start of the battle for the south. Yeah, I've got 100 men tying up 500 there. That's brilliant. And we're winning the exchange. We just need to make sure. Right, let's just get everyone involved over here now. Bring you come in from the flank. We've got cavalry, which have been a real pest. Let's move in. And let's move the supply wagons out of the way of this. Come on, move in. We've got to get Ransom's brigade beaten. Oh, you weren't supposed to melee. You absolutely weren't supposed to do that. I don't recall ordering that. That's a mistake. Routes. Well, sometimes local commanders think they know what's best. I'm going to have to watch out for this. Let me send skirmishers south, because I suspect... Nice, we've nearly destroyed this artillery battery here. Oh, you saw the canister fire coming out there. Like giant shotguns. That was lethal. Not so much against skirmishers, but against formed regiments, that would be devastating firepower. Okay, so now we're in a very different situation. Get them in the flank. Come on, boys, get them in the flank. Artillery. Artillery, make the difference. You get out of there. Don't get captured. Where's that cavalry gone? It was sneaking off behind me somewhere. Oh, these guys are going deep. Meanwhile, we have broken one of those. That's excellent news. Shearer doing a good job. It's going to sound much nicer once we have the names of you chaps And Chapes is commanding these brigades. I can't name you as officers, unfortunately, which would be awesome. But the game doesn't have the facility to do that, sadly. So these guys are now, from what I can tell, trying to rout. They're flashing, which... Oh, no, they've maybe steadied. We've routed them. They've gone too deep. Artillery into that flank, please. We're in the open. It's not great, but it's not great cover. But we're doing the job. Oof! That looked potent. They're flanked. B's brigade is back in it. What happened in the north? Okay, so our skirmishers, which have done a fantastic job. Right, we've spotted the enemy cavalry, which is excellent. Just move to there. We're probably going to get charged, but the enemy cavalry should be fairly weak. Come on, Daniel's brigade should go. Willick's now racking up the kills with those rifles. We've made the comeback here. I'm going to leave Edwin's cavalry, trying to hold that. And we're going to bring the skirmishers back up. Let's bring the artillery up close so that we can actually get them involved in close and more effective range. I can't see this routing brigade pushing us out of here. It shouldn't be a thing, and we should be really racking up casualties. Don't worry if it seems a bit odd. We're attacking like stockaded supply depots. This isn't what the game is mostly about. It's mostly about big open battles. This is just like a warm-up one going into the main campaign. However, the effects do count. If we win at First Manassas, the southern forces will be slightly weaker than if we'd lost here. Well, we might lose here. I mean, that might be a thing. They're holding on well. Okay, Richard's men have just got absolutely minced. Cavalry's coming in. Wood's men need to stop messing about over there and get involved over there right now. Why the skirmishers? Why did you do that? I didn't tell them to go into combat. Do not let up. Do not let up. This is just like a milling, chaotic maelstrom of enemy units now, but we are pushing them out. Our skirmishers have surrendered. Oh, that's terrible. Our cavalry is broken. And our supply wagons are empty, but we don't want them being captured. If we had a bit about us, we could try and capture the enemy supply wagons, which would be great. They're doing very nicely over there. Right, bring them in. It's time to regain control of this place. We can finish the battle here, but we want the other supply depot. It's turned into quite a major fight over some supply depots. Yeah, we've got a nice 3-to-1 kill ratio here. The 12-pounder's doing great work. Out of supplies. No more ammunition. Let's send these two in. And let's hope nothing comes to attack this down here. I'm not quite sure who you were shooting at there. It's supposed to be over here, but the artillery definitely looked like it landed over there. Our skirmishers in the north still going good. Okay, we've got cavalry to shoot at. Whitehead's cavalry. Cavalry units usually are a lot smaller in the game. They can be like melee cavalry or skirmisher cavalry, and it depends on what weapons you give them as to which role they do. Although even skirmisher cavalry can mount up and charge in, they're just not quite as effective at it. But the Civil War was interesting because it saw cavalry's role on the battlefield change quite a bit, from being like heavy shock troops, as it had been in the Napoleonic era, to more like mounted infantry, in fact, where they could get to a point faster. I can't believe they've taken this. Okay, well, we're going to have to go and undo that. We might be able to just bombard them out, actually. Let's turn around there. Why are you charging? I didn't order the charge. There is still time for this to go horrifically wrong. If we can break Law's brigade, I better get up there close so I can support the units here. I mean, the rebel units here should be so... Oh my god. Turn and shoot. Right, we've got the skirmishers shooting into the back of Ransom's brigade, so they should hopefully break quite fast. We've got enemy artillery now opening up from over there where I can't see them. And they may have run off, but we don't know. We definitely don't want to finish in this situation. Right, deploy skirmishers, but the skirmishers are going to run down and... Oh no, Bartow's brigade is still there. Let's get on the flank over there. Right, they're running, which is excellent. Shoot them. I need to concentrate firepower now. Woodsmen are moving out the way. I'm going to have to bring something down to deal with that. The artillery's doing some great work, but it's going to run out of ammunition before long. If I don't have these things back under my control... There we go. It is going. Okay, they're going to go, I'm pretty sure. I've got another brigade over there facing me. Can we get you in? Let's go on. Oh, it's over. A defeat. Oh, that's really not good. That's not how to start the war. So we lost 2,000 men to their 3,200. 5 guns to their 9. And 0 cavalry? I don't think that's right. We did lose some cavalry. I should have maybe been more aggressive in trying to push into those. So we get 0 career points and our reputation plummets. But we do get some money. So this is not a good start. So going into the next battle... Okay, you did not defeat the enemy while defending our supply depot. Effect, the enemy army will receive better weapons. So basically the enemy captured the supply depot and the weapons that are available to it there. And our career, our reputation dropped, and it's now so low that we're getting a slight morale penalty. This is the cool bit. So what we're going to do... Can I rename these? I can rename the 1st Division, 2nd Divisions, but we won't. This is where we're going to rename things here. So, guys, they're currently renamed after their brigade commanders. If you'd like to be in the army of... What we're going to call this? It's currently the 1st Corps of... I don't know, because we don't have any more corps. But it will be, I don't know, the Army of the Potomac, probably. Or we'll think of some better names. Then let me know. Leave a comment down below. And whether you'd prefer to be in infantry or cavalry, and the name that you would like the brigade named. There's a lot more infantry brigades in the game than there will be cavalry or artillery, so bear that in mind. But if you have a particular preference or only want to be in one, let me know in the comments, and I'll make a list, first come, first served, and we shall fit you in. But right now, it's time to rearm the troops. So we have 3,000 men. Let's knock these back up. So we can actually, we can fill the ranks up with rookies, which, as you can see, if we go too much, this is the experience. If we put too many green troops in, the experience drops. It's not a problem because we haven't gained our 1st star of experience. So we're just going to fill up to maximum. And they're loading up with just basic muskets. You can spend money to put veteran troops in. It costs us a load of money, but we don't lose any experience. Now, obviously, you can't be a veteran troop unless you've actually been in combat. It's a game mechanic, which I have no issue with, but I'm going to try and play it so that all our troops are going to be rookies coming in. Oh, we do actually have, okay, on Willick's brigade, you saw some of the troops have been returned. They've been treated, and their injuries weren't so bad, so they've returned to the ranks. If we fill this up too much, this experience bar and this star is going to drop. So hang on, if we do this, there you go, it drops. So we want that. We're going to fill it up to it just before it goes down. So they're not going to be at full strength. As long as we maintain this star, this is fine. And we have the Lorenz rifles. It's cost us a little bit because we probably had to buy some more, but there were enough in the shop. So endurance course. Can we actually change this? They're getting plus 10 stamina, plus efficiency, and plus speed. I thought we could alter that, but maybe we can't. The 12-pounders, which did a fantastic job. We could put more in there, but I think we'll save the money because I think we need another brigade. Let's boost this up. So we're going to start them with these 1842 smoothbore muskets. it won't cost us anything. Oh, it does cost us some? Right, that's going to cost us 10,000. Can I change that? Do we have 2,000 of anything rifled? Because that would be far more effective. We have 2,000 Lorenz. That would be better. That costs 31,500. Let's equip that. We have a major going in. Major Brad Perry. Okay, so we do have a decent brigade in there. These guys will get promoted as they level up as well. That's all right. We don't have enough to make a big one, because what we're going to do is put in some artillery at this point. And let's see, what have we got? I want something with 8 guns. We could go with the 6-pounders, the light guns, just to get them on the field and getting some experience. We've got 12-pounder howitzers, which, again, they're kind of outdated by this point in the war. We've got 12-pounder Napoleons. That's a good choice. And 6 grand to equip, yes, so I think we can get this up to 8. No, we can't. So let's go with, we'll go with 6 guns, 6-gun battery. And what else can we put in? Cavalry is going to be too expensive. We can probably afford an artillery brigade. No, we can't. So that's it. So we're going to save our money. We have a smallish force as we head towards the first Battle of Bull Run. So let's see how that turns out. It will hopefully be fun. It'll definitely be fun. We will get to control a lot of forces outside of this little army that we're making here. So don't worry, it's going to be the full works. But we'll see if we can defeat the South. So get those comments left below. Let me know who'd like to join my army. And I shall catch you on the next one.